All right, to other news, Group 5 share price plummets as the construction company misses a project deadline and Discovery Health hikes its medical aid charges for 2019. Mateo Karipe joins me for those stories and more. Mateo, of course, Group 5 being penalized for missing a project deadline. They're trying to get out of it.
Definitely. This is what happens, especially in the construction industry. You are given a deadline that you signed to as a construction company. And in Ghana and Cape Horn Power Station, they weren't able to meet that obligation. They say the fuel that was provided by the supplier was contaminated and there were issues in terms of finishing the project. It's cost them quite a bit also in terms of their profits, about 1.3 billion for Group 5 as well as a loss because of this project. They've now gone to the South Gauteng High Court to interdict that penalty that they are facing. We'll follow up on that story and how that goes. But the share price was down more than 15% today to about 98 cents at one point. A really bad day for them in terms of that, and also reputationally in terms of finishing big projects on the continent. It's going to become an issue.
And here's something that had me very irritated when I saw it. South Africans likely to have to deal with higher medical aid rates next year. Discovery leading the pack, it seems?
Definitely. I mean, we had the regulator earlier in October saying that it's probing the government medical aid scheme, which is GEMS, and Discovery for not fully paying out medical aid schemes of their clients. But Discovery coming out and saying inflation plus 4% on some of the offerings that they do have, that they're going to get a little bit more expensive, and they'll come off, of course, off your salary. And they have about 2.8 million people that they serve in the country, which is quite considerable if you consider the working population of 16 million. They're quite pricey, but also have innovative products within their band. But there's a lot of price changes that are coming for the Smart Core and Key Care as well, which is the bottom end of the medical aid scheme. That is also going to be affected as well. And if you go into executive packages, you're speaking about quite high fees as well.
You'd think, given the NHI, looming, coming closer and closer into being effect, that these medical aids would drop their prices. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
I think the race now is to get as much money before NHI is actually, implemented fully. And, but we, as South Africa, in terms of the social aspect of it, we're trying to get more basic services to consumers and citizens, and also cheaper medical aid access for consumers. So I think it's going to be something they have to play around with. They can't have, it's the same with the data costs. Now they have to move with the likes of rain coming in at quite lower costs. I think if there are more players in the space that provide, quality medical aid at a lower price for the majority of South Africans, I think we're going to see some competitiveness happening there. But also, there's been some complaints in terms of the services they provide, even with the higher prices they are charging.
Yeah, all I can do is shake my head. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. Mateo Karipe.